What's going on, people? Welcome to Jake Talks Chelsea and welcome to my first match preview on the channel as Chelsea host Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge for the 5:30 kickoff in the Premier League this Saturday. So this is my first match preview, can't wait to get into it. I'm going to go, of course, talking about the team news, talking about Villa and just talking about the game, of course, and it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. And if you are new to the channel, before we get into it, feel free to subscribe, and of course if you do, why not hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on new uploads. So of course we're going to get into the first section of the video, and of course we're going to talk about Chelsea. So Chelsea's form recently, of course, before the international break was pretty decent. Of course, we start off with, of course, the first game of the season against Crystal Palace, very good, comfortable 3-0 win, and then of course we played Arsenal and a very comfortable win at the Emirates before, of course, the 1-1 draw against Liverpool, which of course had the red card. If you want to know a bit more in detail about those matches and the Super Cup, I'll leave a link in the description to my last video, which was actually talking about the opening games of the season. So yeah, and now we're going to move on to the bit of team news. So for the team news for the match, Lukaku is actually looking like he might be injured and might miss the game. They're assessing him, as well as N'Golo Kante, who of course went off for the Liverpool game. Still looks like he's injured, still being assessed, so I'm not sure if they will be playing. And of course Thiago Silva is also out due to what's happening, of course, at the moment with the Brazilian Premier League players. And of course Reece James will also miss the game due to, of course, that red card suspension as well. So of course, with these injuries and suspensions, could we see Saul Niguez actually make his Chelsea debut? I think potentially with Lukaku being injured, we might go for Havertz at false 9. So we could possibly see Saul Niguez making his debut. That'd be very interesting. I'd love to see what he's like for the team and what he's going to bring. So now we're going to talk about Aston Villa, start off with their form. So they lost 3-2 away to Watford in the first game in the Premier League. Then beat Newcastle 2-0 at home, before then beating Barrow 6-0 away in the League Cup, and then drawing 1-1 with Brentford. So overall a bit of a mixed start to the season for Villa. Now I'm going to talk about some of the players for Villa. Now I believe Emi Buendia and Martinez might actually be out for the game, given what was happening in South America. So if they're out for the game, that is going to be two really big losses for them. Of course, Martinez, huge really for Villa, great goalkeeper, probably one of the best goalkeepers in the league actually, and of course Buendia, of course, being out as well potentially is that's quite a lot of talent that they're actually missing out there if they're not starting the game. I'll talk about some of the players. I believe Villa have quite a few players back from injury and COVID. I believe Leon Bailey is coming back. Leon Bailey is coming back from injury, and I believe Ollie Watkins is back from injury, but of course the main man up top for Villa to really worry about for us is, of course, probably going to be Danny Ings. If he's fit and if he's playing, you know that he is going to be dangerous, and if you give him a chance, you know he's really going to stick the ball in the back of the net. So we really got to make sure we don't give him too many chances, because if we do, he's going to get at least one, and it's going to cause havoc in around the box as well. And overall for Villa, I think Villa are a decent, well-rounded team. And I think overall Villa, of course, has a few problems. Last few games, we actually didn't manage to beat them last season, and I think Villa, both going to Villa Park and also Villa coming to Stamford Bridge, is always quite a difficult game, so it is going to be difficult. Then just sort of talking about the overall of the game, how I think it's going to go. Personally, I think it's going to be really tight. I think Villa are going to probably, Villa will probably come and set up defensively as most teams do when it comes to Stamford Bridge. But I think they will take some of their chances. I think they'll have some chances for them to take, and obviously if they do manage to take them, I do think that Villa can get a goal against us if they really do get the chance, if we give them the chance. So we need to really be careful of that. And of course it's going to be probably about breaking them down, and of course with Lukaku potentially out, that's going to be quite tricky. So we're going to maybe see Havertz at false 9 maybe. So yeah, I think that is going to be that's going to be a really tight game, and we have to see how it goes. Really hope we do get the 3 points. Really hope we do get the win. But I think personally it's going to be a tight game. So now we're going to come into my own sort of personal predicted 11 for the game, how I sort of think it might go, and also put my own little spin on what I think might happen with the team news. So let's get into it. So of course in goal is going to be, of course, Edouard Mendy, and then for the back three that obviously we're going to play with Reece James suspended, and of course with Thiago Silva unavailable as well, I think Tuchel might go, of course, for Rudiger and Christensen, which of course have been the main really two starters anyway, for the back three along with Dave. And I believe that he might go, of course, for the man who started our first 2 games of the season and looked really, really good when playing there. And of course, that might be the return of Trevor Chalobah into the team. I wouldn't be surprised if we played tomorrow. He looked so good in those games, so I think he could do a job. So we could see Trevor Chalobah. And then moving into the midfield, this is where, of course, we might see Saul Niguez. We could see him play in the pivot alongside Jorginho, as of course with Kante out with that injury. Could also go for Kovacic, of course, sort of more tried and tested, but obviously Saul Niguez could make his debut, and I'd love to see what he can bring. And then, of course, for the wing backs, probably going to go for Alonso at the left, since, of course, Alonso seems to be playing every game at the moment. I don't really know what's happened with Chilwell. That's going to be have to look into that. But it does look like at the moment Tuchel is favouring Alonso, so it's probably going to be Alonso. And then, of course, for right wing back, going to be Dave, of course, captaining the side. And then moving up to the forward line, if Lukaku is not fit, obviously, of course, Kante and Lukaku might just make it for this game, but we're not 100% sure yet, so we'll have to see. So, of course, I'm going to do this as if they are not playing, and I'm probably going to go in and probably going to have Kai Havertz as a false 9. And I think then it's, of course, you could either go for Werner or Ziyech with Mount. So probably look for maybe Mount on the right, and then maybe like Ziyech on the right, and of course, so maybe Ziyech on the right, Werner on the left, or Mount on the left. I'm not sure what Tuchel will go for. I think, of course, Mount's a starter, so Mount will play, and then probably look for Ziyech or Werner to come in any of those sides. And that is my bit 11 for the game. So there was my match preview for our upcoming game in the Premier League against Villa. What do you guys think about the game? How do you think it's going to go? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd like to hear your thoughts, just general thoughts about the game and also Villa and what you think. And yep, so can't wait for the game. Let's hope for a big win. Let's hope for those 3 points. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Up the Chelsea, let's go.